gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull.
Time really does fly. If everything goes according to schedule, the device we're unboxing today might be the final smartphone release of 2025. And yes, it's arriving officially on December 15th. Say hello to the Vivo S50. So let's not waste any time. Let's dive straight into the unboxing. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. The unit I have here is the 16GB plus 512GB variant, and the color is called Confession. It's a pretty unique name, almost like it's hinting at a romantic moment or a love confession. The S50's box itself also stands out. Instead of the usual bright white, this packaging has a textured finish and a soft blend of cyan and gold. It's not a high contrast design, but rather a dreamy layered color tone that looks really elegant. All right, let's crack it open. Here's the phone. I'll set it aside for a moment. Underneath, we've got the instruction booklet and a silicone case, which I'll also put aside. Inside the box, there's a dual-ended USB-C cable, a SIM ejector, and a 100-watt fast charger. Let's start with the front of the phone. Vivo is sticking with a flat display this time, and the rounded corners are noticeably large. The bezels are incredibly thin, just 1.25 millimeters. Thanks to those wide corners, the phone feels comfortable whether you're using it vertically or tilting it horizontally for videos or gaming. The frame is made of aerospace-grade aluminum alloy. On the right side, you'll find the volume buttons and power key. On the bottom, there's the charging port, SIM tray, speaker, and a cooling vent. Now let's flip it over. At the top of the back panel sits the camera module. It also uses an aerospace-grade floating design, which gives it a layered, or premium look when paired with the metal frame. The S50 sticks to a triple camera setup led by a 50-megapixel Sony main camera with ultra stabilization using the Sony LYT700V sensor with a 1156-inch size. Below it is the upgraded 50-megapixel Sony periscope telephoto lens, one of the biggest improvements to the S50 lineup. I'll dive deeper into this in a full review soon, especially the cool new camera tricks and the live photo updates. On the right side, there's the low distortion ultra-wide lens, now offering a 110-degree field of view, about 5 degrees wider than before. As for the back of the phone, even though the color is described as white, it's not a stark white. In dim lighting, it leans towards an off-white tone. Under stronger lighting, you can see a subtle three-dimensional grain on the surface. The back uses soft touch glass, which feels smoother and more refined than traditional AG glass. It stays clean and resists fingerprints really well. To create that layered look, Vivo applied a new sandblasting plus etching process and used dual film technology. When you tilt the phone, you'll notice shimmering shades of cyan and gold, like a soft, dreamy rainbow effect, but without harsh contrast. And that wraps up the design overview. I have a feeling Apple fans might see a bit of Apple's design language here. It definitely gives off a familiar, clean aesthetic. If you have any questions about the Vivo S50, drop them down in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'll catch you in the next one.